welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super exciting because I am going to be unboxing and doing a first impression of the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. I'm so excited I can't even explain it to you guys. It feels like literal Christmas right now, and I'm gonna explain why here as we open the deck. But I have been on a tarot journey for a while. I've been trying to learn tarot for the last, I would say actively for the last 6 months or so, and I'll go through periods of time where I'm really kind of into it, and then I'll back away for a few months. And I feel like I was having issues really grasping it and learning it because of the decks I was trying to learn with, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But I feel like this is my saving grace right here, and yeah, let's just get into it and then I'll talk more about it as we go. So I got this off of Amazon, but it is a low scarabeo printed deck, so you can get it off of their website as well. I paid about $22 for it. It retails for $26.95. Okay, I was having a hard time getting that outer plastic off. It comes in a normal tuck box, but the tuck box does have a beautiful golden finish to it. This is by Julia F. Masaglia. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. So on the front here we have Temperance, beautiful. And then on the back we have the Strength card. Oh, I'm so excited to get into this. So that even the tuck box is beautiful. Most people don't like tuck boxes, but very easy to open, which I appreciate, so that you don't mess up the box as easily. And we are going to undo that. Okay, so it comes with a normal little white guidebook here, and with low scarabeo guidebooks, you get some in English at the beginning, and then the rest is in several other languages. I don't usually read the little white guidebooks just because it kind of feels like an instruction manual to me, and I don't know. I like oracle guidebooks, but I feel like I'm trying to learn tarot with bigger, more meatier guidebooks. So this is a little extra card here, and oh my goodness, I am so excited. You guys have no idea. Okay, so these are the backs. They have trees and then a moon here in the center. I really like these. I feel like it feels very vintagey and cool. Here's the title card, Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. And this deck is really special because it has this golden stamping on all of the cards. And I got it because I needed a deck that I could connect to the artwork that was still Rider-Waite-Smith. I'm going to do a flip through of the deck, and then we will talk about my thoughts and my struggles with learning tarot. But okay, so here's the beautiful Fool card. You have the gold detailing all throughout the rays of the sunshine here. It doesn't have the name of the card, but it has the number. So the Fool is 0. So if you have a basic understanding of the major arcana, then you shouldn't have a problem, I would say, with the cards. They're very recognizable. It has the number here, so you would know that this is the Magician. Oh my goodness, it's so gorgeous. I can't even speak right now because of how excited I am. The card stock is nice, but we'll get more into that in a minute. We have the beautiful High Priestess, the Empress, and it is a little bit textured, but it's not too much. And oh, I love this Art Nouveau style so much. It's so easy for me to really get into the artwork here. The Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot. Some of them don't have an overbearing amount of the gold. I don't know if you can see on this one, but it's just very subtle. But they still pack a punch. Here's the beautiful strength card with a lot of gold there. The Hermit. I love this card. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged Man. So beautiful. What I like about the gold is it doesn't make the card feel heavy. It just feels like a normal card, but with beautiful detailing. And here's the Death card. Temperance, which is the beautiful image on the box. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. This is such a beautiful card, guys. Look. It has the blue sky there, but it is have that gold detailing as well. Oh, such a beautiful card. The Moon. Same thing with the sky. The Sun. This is a beautiful Sun card. Judgment. Oh, this is probably one of my all-time favorite cards out of this deck. The World. So beautiful. I love that. I love how that's depicted. So now we get into Minor Arcana, and this, I love how this is laid out as well. It doesn't have the name of the card, but it has 1, and then it has down here like a little cup, so you know this is the Ace of Cups. And wow, I love this. 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups. So if you are still learning like I am, I still would find this easy to be like, okay, 3 cups. It has a number and it has what it is. So it's 4 cups. 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and then we have little pictures here for the court cards. So this is the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, this is the Queen of Cups, King of Cups, and it's just so cute with the little crown there. Now we have Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, beautiful, King of Pentacles, Wands, Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, King, Ace of Swords. Oh, even the sword cards, which are kind of scary sometimes, are so pretty. So beautiful. 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, Mr. Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Okay, guys, I love this deck, and I'm so excited for it. I feel like I can finally learn tarot, and this gets me excited to learn tarot. So I'm going to get into why this deck is going to work so well for me personally. All right, this is one of my first ever tarot decks that I got for the specific purpose of learning, because anybody who is teaching you tarot or talks about learning tarot says you need the Rider-Waite-Smith deck to be able to learn. And I 100% agree with that. Every deck, every tarot deck for the most part that you get is going to be based off of the Rider-Waite Smith decks. And I am in love with the symbolism, the history, everything to do with this deck, except for the artwork. And I'm just being honest. I mean, I love like the idea, but something about the way it's laid out, and I know they have different versions where the colors are a little bit different. Something about it, it just doesn't resonate with me, and I can't connect the meanings to the pictures. I mean, the major arcana are a little bit easier, but the minors, I just have a hard time translating it over. And one of my favorite books I've been reading recently about tarot is this Tarot Your Personal Guide, and it's by Stephen Bright. I really love this book, and I'll get into some of like the pictures here. So the artwork that they have in this book is a little bit more Art Nouveau style than the original. So I'll show you. So here's the Three of Swords in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And then here's the Three of Swords in the book. And while they are very similar, I feel like this one's a little bit more, it's like more shaded. It looks a little bit different. And so this is a bad example because this is a very, this card stands out, but I feel like you know what I'm getting. So if we go into this deck and compare the Three of Swords, this is such an Art Nouveau style, and these cards are a little bit thinner, I just noticed. But do you see how much more like detailed this one is? That's kind of why I feel like I'm gonna be able to learn it easier. And let's go through some of like the majors here. But as you can see, this deck is very close to the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It follows it pretty much exactly, and that is why I love this, because it's following it pretty much exact. And for the most part, see, we have the High Priestess here. You get all of the symbolism you need. You have her triple moon here. You have the pillars, you have the moon down here, you have the pomegranates in the back. You have everything that you need for the symbolism without, it's like not filled in or something. I don't know how else to explain it. Let's see. Here's the Fool. I'm going kind of out of, here's the Fool. This to me is just easier to look at and just a better picture. So we have the Magician here. You can see his face clearer in this picture, but you still get everything you need. And, you know, you have, it's all matching up here. The cup, you have the pentacle, the wand, sword. you have him in the correct position. And I did notice there are some differences with some of the minors. Here's the Hermit card. You get the exact same idea with very little variance. And it's just more, it speaks to me more. It really does. Okay guys, so I'm filming this part of the video a little bit later in the day because this whole chunk got cut out for some reason. So if I jump back to earlier in the day, that is why, but I had to refilm this part. But basically I was just trying to show that there are some cards that have a little bit of a different perspective. So this is the Four of Swords in the Rider-Waite, and there are some slight differences here, like the angle that he's laying, and here the fourth sword is kind of parallel to him, and then in this one he's holding it, but you still have the three other swords up on the wall, and then you have the window. So it's not super different, it's just a little bit different. So I just wanted to show you that one because there are a few other cards in the deck that kind of are like this. They're pretty much exactly the same, but there's just little differences. Okay, so this is the part of the video where I wanted to talk to you guys about some decks that I bought that I thought were going to be good for a beginner, and they aren't. They are decks, tarot decks that I bought because they're unique. All of these ones are unique, but as a beginner they're not good because you really have to get this imagery down before you can go look at these different decks. So I'm going to be showing you two different ones, but some other, basically all of the tarot decks I have for the most part are not beginner friendly. So another one I have over there on my shelf, let's see, I have the Chrysalis Tarot, which would not be good for a beginner because it is, the minor arcana are named different. So the suits are like mirrors instead of cups, things like that. And then I have the Wizard Tarot, the Wizards of Barge by Wizards of Barge, and that one again, all of the minor arcana are renamed in that deck. I have the Mystic Monday deck over there, and that one's okay, but it's very simplistic artwork, so you're not going to get that symbolism. Yeah, and then we go to this one. So this is the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, and it is a oracle-sized tarot deck, but as you can see, the artwork does not resemble the Rider-Waite Smith at all, basically. You get some symbolism in here, but for the most part, this is going to be hard for a beginner. So instead of the lovers, you have love right there. Yeah, very different symbolism. Very beautiful, but different. So we have transformation here instead of death. And then the arcana, again, the minors are earth, air, water, and fire. So if you're just starting out, I would not recommend this deck. At this point in time, I use these more of an oracle deck, kind of, where I just shuffle and I look at the artwork, I see what it makes me feel, and I don't really have that preconceived tarot kind of meaning in my mind, which you can use it like that if you're really called to this deck. But again, this is one that I'm gonna have to shelf for the most part until I can really get a grasp on the meanings of tarot, and then I can delve into this and learn it. All right, the next one is the Tarot of the Divine, and I love this deck. And when I found this deck, I thought I had found the creme de la creme, the deck that I was going to learn with, that I really connected to just because I love the artwork so much. But again, as a naive person trying to learn tarot, I didn't realize that this artwork is just completely different. And as I've been learning more, I kind of, like, I get this. 7 of Swords. It's sneaky. It's like a fox or something being sneaky. 7 of Coins. 6 of Coins. As you can see, let me see if I have the majors in here somewhere. See the Moon. You don't have the normal imagery with the crab and the dog. This is all its own thing. It's the artist's interpretation of the cards. The Devil. Very different. Beautiful, amazing artwork. I love this. But these are all based off of like fairy tales and stuff. So unless you know tarot or unless you know the fairy tales that she's referencing, you're going to have a hard time with this as a beginner. And again, this is a very beautiful deck, and even just to have it to look at the artwork, I love that. And I love the backs. It's a beautiful linen cardstock. So I love, love, love these beautiful cards. And I thought I had found my tarot deck to end all decks. But again, I was very, I don't know what I was thinking. See, there's a Temperance card. Very, very different. And so again, I will have to learn tarot in depth before I want to or feel comfortable diving into this deck. And even then, I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna end up with tarot, because I feel like the more I'm learning about tarot and the more that the more I'm diving into the symbolism, I feel like that makes up a big part of the cards, you know, like the original symbolism and all of this, it all means something and it all ties into the meaning in the card. So who knows, I might just be a kind of a Rider-Waite girl, and I didn't even know. When I first got this deck, I was like, there's no way, I just don't connect to Rider-Waite. And that's not true. I connect to the symbolism, I love the meanings, but I couldn't get down with the artwork, and now I feel like I can. And I know there's some other decks that I'm interested in exploring. I think there's like the Centennial, and there's like a Radiant Wise tarot that I would love to try out as well. But with this deck, it makes me excited to sit and learn tarot and really dive into the artwork, because it feels like a beautiful painting to me that I can really get lost in and really absorb the meaning. And I feel like with these beautiful images, they're really going to stick in my head when I learn, okay, the star. And I see this card, and I feel like just because of the artwork, the meaning is really going to stick in my brain. And I love that. So again, for a beginner, I feel like, to be honest, if you aren't connecting with this deck over here that everybody suggests that you get this one. Like, I will report back on how I'm learning with it and everything. But I just feel like this is the perfect deck for me. And I feel like it could work very well for those others who aren't connecting with the normal Smith-Waite, Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So yeah, I hope I've helped some beginners with this, because and I'm not saying you can't learn. Like, I'm not saying this can't be your first deck and you learn from it. You could buy the guidebook. It comes with a very good guidebook in here. But you can, she has a big Meteor guidebook you can buy that has all of the stories and the fairy tales in it. So I'm not saying that you couldn't buy this deck and learn tarot from this deck. But then from then forward, when you see tarot, you're not going to associate those meanings with the artwork, which is fine. This could be the only deck that you use. But I feel like to start out, you need this as a foundation, and then you can learn any other deck from there and relate these meanings and this artwork to the newer, different decks. So, cardstock, pretty thin, to be honest. But not concerningly thin, and I feel like they'll shuffle beautifully. They lay perfectly beautiful. And if you guys know, I have an issue with my cards, my oracle cards, bowing a lot, so the fact that they lay down beautiful like that is awesome. So yeah, I'm sorry if this has been a little bit of a longer video than you maybe wanted when you clicked on it, but I love this deck. I'm so excited. Now I just want to sit and like learn tarot for hours and hours with this beautiful deck. And man, I keep getting that star card. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I definitely think this is worth it for the price. It's so gorgeous, and I feel like when you do readings for other people, it's so beautiful and glam with that gold. It's stunning. And yeah, even the hard messages will look pretty, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I love you guys so much. If there's any videos that you want to see from me, please comment down below. I add them to a list, and then I try to get to them. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.